Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Hug Nation Love Morning. I am John Halcyon, out in the field in Connecticut. And here to share a little gratitude, a little connection, a little reminder in the day to refocus to gratitude, to remember who we want to be, to set our intentions for the day. So if you're here, say hello, leave a comment. You might see in the back seat here, I've got a empty child seat. I guess he flew out of the car on my way to the grocery store. No, I'm just kidding. I'm on a little errand to get supplies. His grandparents, my parents, for his birthday got him a science kit, and one of the experiments in it is making ice cream. So I had to get some of the ingredients required for ice cream. And we've got a birthday party. I'm grateful for that. Grateful for a birthday party that I get to attend today. So I'm glad I'm having Love Morning here to kind of remind myself that I'm a love ambassador, because if I really sit with it, I love visiting Asher. I have some social anxiety about birthday parties, his birthday party, because even if I was, his dad living with him, I would feel, I don't have the practice of like meeting parents. I think I see my brother and other parents, or people with dogs, you meet people with dogs. It's just like a thing, but I don't have so much experience, like just striking up conversations with people. Based on your connection through a kid or a dog, or our kids are friends. And there's a little extra because, to introduce the whole concept of biodad to somebody right when I'm like, hi, I'm the stranger that is, I don't know. I mean, I haven't had any bad experiences. I've had only wonderful ones, because I've been to previous birthday parties. But I have to acknowledge that I have some social anxiety around it. And hopefully through this reminder of intention, I'm a love ambassador. And rather than start the party on the defense, I hope I don't make it weird for anyone, maybe I can start on the offense and be like, how can I be a agent of love in this interaction? How can I ask people about their kids? How can I be more of the person that I want to be? So thank you for this opportunity to be reminded of that. Good morning, Gerbot. I'm grateful for so many of these beautiful insights into Asher's mind, and it's so, he's so creative now, and so fearless in so many ways. We start painting and he's just wow, starts throwing paint and making dinosaur. It's like, I'm making an ocean. And he looks at it a little bit. No, that's a dinosaur. And he then turns it into a dinosaur. And so enjoying painting. Then we played by painting, doing color mixing and trying to see that, why some colors might not be the coolest mixes and why some can make it a more gentle version of orange, and why actually those two might turn brown. Let's see. That was fun. So we've made a number of paintings. Super grateful for that. And I got another really powerful classroom, which is that I'd been talking about, and I believe I showed in here a number of the videos that I made for Asher. I'm not moving, so just the seatbelt. Nobody think I'm not being dangerous. I'm just in a car with the engine. In fact, I could probably turn it off. It's hot now. Whew. So I couldn't think of a really cool gift to give him, because rather than buying some off Amazon. So I spent all this time making these three original songs, 3 original music videos. One putting him in the Minecraft video, and then a photograph of him in the Minecraft video. So I was going to show him the photograph of him in the Minecraft crew, and then later show him these videos and hopefully blow his mind. And there was some miscommunication with Amy. So he'd seen all the videos by the time I showed up. And in his, 6-year-old brain, it's like, I'm over that, like, and so I kept trying to orchestrate like a dance party, and I had like my camera set up, and I wanted to capture this excitement of this little boy dancing as he saw songs about himself dance, and I kept adjusting the plan, and then I had to make it into something. I had to make it into like, well, if we do the dance party, then we can relax afterwards and watch that YouTube video that you want to watch. And so then as I'm getting all set up with my camera and so I can play the videos that I want, he starts dancing to something else, some other video that's on. And it's like, okay, so now let's watch the and I'm like, oh, no, we're going to dance to these these three songs. They're short, and so when I put him on, and he was so uninterested, and like I had to really notice how much expectation, how much my desire for an expected result was impacting me, my mood, my mind, I'm like, and so I tried to adjust a couple times, and so first, he just kind of was sitting, kind of like watching the video, and I'm like, oh, what? Let's turn off let's just the music, so we can just dance just to the music. And he's like, can we play catch, while we're doing the dance party? I'm like, okay. Really trying to, and just really, so I was like, attached. Let go. I mean, the reality is, I will probably not be making him the equivalent creative projects in the future, because it was fun for me to make, but the effort to pay off was wasn't not what I was hoping for. That being said, I still love making micro audience videos, and I will continue to do that. I just maybe I'll be very clear with myself that I'm making this for my own pleasure, and whether or not I even show it to Asher, or maybe I'll show it to him when he's a grown man and say, hey, you want to see a cute video of you that I made back before they elected me president, back in the 2020s. So anyway, those are my lessons, and I'm grateful for the lesson. I'm grateful that I was able to fairly quickly notice that I was not enjoying this experience, and that I was trying to force what I wanted to happen, and that's what a powerful lesson to continually learn and relearn with kids. Mike saying, children are the best teachers. They are better at being in the moment. Yeah, they certainly are. But I mean, I think I've been good at being pretty clear on boundaries, like there's a part of me that just wants to do whatever you want, but like, we took a bath together, and I said, yes, but no splashing. I don't no spraying with water and no splashing. And so he pulled out his like squirt toy, and I'm like, I don't want to be sprayed, and so he sprayed me. So I got out. I said, okay. Trying to establish a little bit of a connection between boundary and consequence. We'll see. I don't know. And he dealt with it great. Gerbot says, hopefully his appreciation of your creative work grows as he matures. Probably. I think that's probably the case. Although by the time he matures, he's going to like look at my art as like the equivalent of like Fabergé egg creation. Like, oh, this is that ancient art of where you used computers that weren't connected to your brain to make art. That's so wild. And you had to watch it on a screen instead of have it projected into your subconscious. Whoa. Wow, Badai, you had a weird childhood. Yeah. So, and although I'll share one of the coolest creative things we've been playing. So we love to play hide things and then find them. Whether it's eggs in the yard, like plastic eggs, and we'll just do it over and over and over and over and over and over again, and not hidden too hard. Sometimes a lot of them will just be like you could see it visually, but it's like playing Pac-Man. You go, get one, get it, get. You know. So we've been playing inside with little toys, and he comes up with the idea. He brings out some bubbles and says the bubbles will show you where the things are hidden. And it was so fun to watch and to kind of like, I think both of us were aware that we are putting the magic into the bubbles, like bubbles go everywhere, and he goes, oh, look, this one is pointing you right over there. It's kind of like, oh my gosh, they're pointing me right through it. Now there's 15 bubbles, so you can decide which one is the magical one. So it was super fun, and we've been continuing to use bubble magic to do our hide and seek of our hunts. It's been fun. Mike says, many things I have taught my children probably fell on deaf ears at the time, but the lessons remain in the mind until they are most needed. Yeah. And I mean, I don't, my goal and objective is not in any teaching lessons. I just want to be a male figure that loves him, and hopefully a consistent presence, so that, when over time, just there's this strange man on the other side of the country that just loves him no matter what. That's about it. Gerbot says, imagination is the superpower of childhood. Totally. And as I look at the time, I should probably get back so that we can be ready to go to the party. Wherever you are, give yourself a big squeeze of gratitude for this moment and for all the lessons that we learn, how life is happening, not to us, but for us, and every once in a while through us. Grateful for all of the lessons and adventures of life. As we take a deep breath in and squeeze. On behalf of Grandpa Caleb and everybody here, thanks for being a part of our little love morning. Enjoy your day. Thank you, Izzy. Good morning, Juan.